You said that men are built to bear the hard work and all that stuff. Y'all think y'all built for it.
And why you say that?
I say that because often y'all think I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna go to work and get the money. What about emotionally? What about the fact that when you come home and you haven't had time to decompress, you haven't had time to yourself, you throw the whole house energy off. What about the fact that you might be in the morning time in the mood when you leaving out and the kids is up getting ready for school too. You might not be in the best of moods thinking you're ready to actually go to work right now, and you throw off my kids' school day before they go to school. That happens too. And a lot of the time, because you guys don't give yourself the space to actually exert emotions and to talk about how you feel, and I'm talking about the traditional man from this past the perspective that you gave me, that's an issue.
What the hell did you just say?
Really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a rap carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you see the clip. Google the book first so you can find it on Amazon. Sometimes these conversations get conflated. And then the issue that I'm having with this kind of conversation is, it's about what you got going on. And what I mean is this. So what you're saying in some essence, or it can be taken as, okay, the man goes to work and you're at home with the kids and you like the home a certain way. So when the guy comes home, he needs to get in line with the environment that you feel like you got going on at the house. So all of a sudden he got to fall in line with your program as soon as you get home to make you feel comfortable. Now, the hypocrisy of that is this. When you throw the house energy off, everybody else needs to figure it out. But if you feel like the guy throws it off, he's a problem, which normally, just in the stereotype leads to breakups and divorces because the energy of the house is off and I can't do this and I can't do that and you need to get yourself together, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what we don't talk about in these type of scenarios is, well, like, you want these same men when the house has your energy and your makeup. When it doesn't work, then you want these same men to fix it. Because saying somebody came home, had a rough day, and took it out on the family in a low-key way is not really the reality that goes on in society, but fine, But what does happen, people come home and they see kids running amok. Like, what the oh, no, we're not doing that. I just came home from work. I'm not finna, no, y'all finna get it together. That happens. But on top of that, when I say this is a stereotype, let's just be honest. In our community, most of y'all ain't got a guy that's coming home in the first place. Y'all wasn't with the guy like that. So that's the other issue with these kind of conversations, because it's like we're having these conversations, but the reality should be, at this point, we're making up straw men to blame. We're gonna have a straw man when we together and we got kids and you coming home. It's like, but you ain't married and you don't have kids. Well, you ain't married and you do have kids. Ain't nobody coming home. You're not with these guys like that. So it becomes the hypothetical straw man argument where, well, this is why we're not going to be together in these senses, because I don't know what you're going to do. And then guys look at it like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know what this is. It's like, what is it? It's just a hustle. It's a hustle to say the man is bad and the woman is good. That's what this is. It's a hustle. Now, one of the things that this leads to is women calling men sassy and the men are soft. Because Well, mom needs it a certain way, and I need to, you can't throw off the energy. Now you seeing all of these guys worried about their energy being thrown off, and girls like, these cats are sassy, they zesty, they soft, they saucy, whatever you want to call it. But hey, this short-sighted thinking doesn't say much. I was watching a little video on Instagram. I guess it's a TV show or movie, and I think he was a stepfather. He told stepfather or father, it was a disrespectful child though, telling the dad's like, hey man, you gotta go do your homework, and the kid's playing video games. And the kid's like, I'll do it in a minute. He's like, no, you gotta go do your homework. And the kid's mouthing off. And the mother's really not backing what the father's saying. So the father yanks the gaming system, out of the plugs, tosses it in the trash and pours like milk on it, and be like, and the mother like, what are you doing? And the dude just like, whatever. And he looked at the kid, he said, now go do your book report. And the kid knew he was serious at that point, and then the kid went to do his book report. And then he just got back to doing house duties like, whatever. And the mom just kind of stunned. And that becomes the issue. Just because you're with the kids, it doesn't mean you're raising them right. That's where we're at. Like, the idea that, when you show up, you got to conform to what me and the kids got going on, which basically puts you number one, the kids number two, and the man number three, even in this this hypothetical scenario. So guy's gonna work to provide for his family, but when he come in the house, he gotta, check the temperature of the wife and kids. I'm like, oh, you gonna tiptoe in your own house? Don't think so. Because if the shoe's on the other foot, mama, you ain't tiptoeing in your own house. It sounds ridiculous to even have that conversation, or somebody to have that thought. But we like to play around with that to the point where it gets utterly disrespectful. So for me, it's like, a lot of this stuff is just fantasy. It's just bad fantasy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just bad fantasy. So now what are we going to do? Are we going to talk about what's really happening? Or are we going to make up more fantasies to make us feel right? But when it ends bad, we're going to act like I don't know what happened. Because that's what it looks like to me. You're going to act like I don't know what happened, but it's going to be too late. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.